You must be feeling so proud of yourself.
First you're mad I don't want to chase your title. Now you're complaining that you won our match?
With an asterisk, I see what people are saying. That the prodigy couldn't beat the archetype without Moreno's help.
Never read the comments, I guess?
You're funny. We're not done.
We're definitely not. Roxanne, I think we're gonna be doing this for a long time.
Maybe. But you are in no way at my level. And the fact you even think you are is why I owe your little handmaid a receipt for sticking her nose in my business.
Moreno stuck her nose in our business. But you aren't the piper she's going to pay for that. I am.
Okay. You guys go destroy each other.
I'm gonna take that thorn out of my side and go on to win the WWE Women's title. Next time we're in the ring, you're gonna be challenging me. Ethan, judging from the smug look, I'd guess you're about to say something extra.
That's just my resting smug face. I was going to point out with a little more ethical flexibility, there were plenty of ways for you to win that Intercontinental Championship.
In other words, I could have cheated.
Well, yes, but not necessarily. You turned your back on Roxanne to check on a worthless referee.
I'm not going to apologize for doing the right thing.
Losing to Liv and Raquel, losing to Roxanne, losing your former partner. How many times does the right thing have to blow up in your face before it becomes the wrong thing?
I guess it's nice that you're following my career so closely, but I can't figure out why.
You remind me of me before I got it, before I realized who I am.
And who's that?
A winner, at any cost.
Did you have any idea? Did you see it coming?
Now, in retrospect, yeah. I missed every sign, plain as day.
You're sounding very zen about this. Moreno may have cost you the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, I'm mad, believe me. And I got even angrier when Moreno spun all those half-truths and lies in her press conference.
And what about her challenge for the Royal Rumble?
Moreno and I will have our reckoning. Down the road. She was right about one thing. I am focused on getting back to the WWE Women's Championship. And that means entering the Royal Rumble match.
So you're ready to declare yourself?
No, I'm gonna earn my spot. I don't need another social media storm about me skipping any lines.
I respect that. When was the last time you got in the ring with Rhea Ripley?
Oh man, years.
Well, I'd say this seems like the perfect opportunity to see two veterans renew their rivalry. What do you say to a Royal Rumble qualifying match tonight?
Where do I sign?
Moreno's the referee. What's happening here?
The following is a special referee match. Please welcome
The Archetype is walking into this match at a huge disadvantage. Rhea Ripley has won the Royal Rumble once before. Tonight, she could win a chance to do it again.
And her opponent from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and the so-called referee could not be possibly more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance.
Shoulders down, pinning predicament, and she kicks out. And hats off to our referee. She looks to be on top of things here.
One of the more fair counts I've seen. Can't complain about the officiating there.
Sent right into the corner.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
Springboard missile drop kick. Enziguri to the floor. The Archetype and Rhea Ripley are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee Moreno has a vendetta.
Scaling the turnbuckles and...
Oh no, went big and pays for it.
A huge miss. There's bad timing, and then there's whatever you want to call that.
This is not going to be good.
Relentless.
This fight now making its way over to our announce desk.
This is my cue to step aside, but you should definitely stay here and hold down the fort.
With the greatest of ease. The double ease.
That's about the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
Looking to take it to the air now. You gotta be kidding me.
However much you think that hurt, I promise you it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy.
To the face. What a redirect. Oh, what a sling blade.
She might need to regroup.
One bounce, two bounces.
Double springboard moonsault.
Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
What the hell? This referee out there doing, man?
Our guest referee choosing to take matters into their own hands. And saw what was coming there.
Code breaker.
The Archetypes headed to the Royal Rumble.
Moreno stopped the count.
Given their history, you knew Moreno wasn't going to call this down the middle.
Look out.
Rhea's back up.
Oh, the kick attempt is reversed. Here comes the riptide.
She nails it.
And now it's a fast count.
That'll do it.
Rhea Ripley wants nothing to do with Moreno.
Moreno doesn't care. She got what she wanted here tonight.
Moreno swore that the Archetype would not make it into the Royal Rumble match to get a chance at the WWE Women's Championship. And tonight, she kept her promise.
If you didn't want me in the Rumble, why put me in a qualifying match?
I had nothing to do with Moreno being the referee.
Then who did? It's your show, Aldous.
This image in your head of the evil GM scheming against the hero? A lot of things have changed since you left, and that is one of them. But how Moreno ended up in SmackDown's referee rotation, and specifically your match, is a mystery I'm going to solve.
Little late now. That match with Rhea was my ticket to the Royal Rumble and Jordan.
You could make a fair case for a reversal due to biased officiating.
The archetype beats fan-favorite Rhea Ripley by whining to GM is not my vibe. What I want is Moreno. There's only room for one of us in WWE.
Are you suggesting...
Yes. An I Quit match at the Royal Rumble. Loser leaves WWE. Forever.
You've worked so hard to come back, just to potentially throw it all away? Take some time to cool down and think this over.
I don't need time. I need Moreno gone from WWE.
If that's what you want, I'll make the match official.
I Quit matches are no joke, my friend. And putting your WWE career on the line? Whichever way this thing goes, someone's life is gonna change.
Yep. I'm disappointed that it came to this. But Moreno doesn't want us to coexist here, and she's brought me around to her point of view.
You worked so hard to get back here, and it could all be for nothing.
You're right. That's why I gotta win. There's no way I'm ever leaving this behind again.
Then what you're gonna have to do to Moreno isn't pretty.
I understand what I have to do out there, and I understand what's at stake.
Then you should also understand that there are some choices you can't take back once you make them. And I got a feeling one of those is right around the corner.
Liv, you're looking even more pleased with yourself than usual.
I was just thinking, you know, I could have told you about Moreno. Day one, I looked at her and thought, squirrely. Like, hide your purse, squirrely. But hey, you had to find out the hard way. Betrayal, humiliation, career on the line. Classic pro wrestling. Kind of poetic, really.
There's no poetry here, Liv. I wish like hell I was in a different match tonight, but I had no choice.
You have choices. You can walk out there, shake her hand, tell her it's water under the bridge.
Or
you could take the scenic route through Chair City and make sure she never double crosses anyone again. Or you lose and you're gone from here for good. You might want to start thinking about what gets results. Champions bend the rules, break the mold, and leave people with no doubt who they are.
I've been thinking a lot lately about honor, about loyalty, about redemption.
that's deep, Truth.
I've been through a lot the past few years. All that will they, won't they business with the Judgment Day, Turned out they won't. Then my childhood hero, John Cena, took me for a roller coaster ride, which sounds amazing, but it wasn't at a theme park. It was a bad emotional kind. I chopped off my hair and had an identity crisis. You know, the kind where you get super mad and kick a tree so hard it leaves a dent. When I calmed down, I reflected on my whole life. You know what I saw? My life. I just told you that. You need to pay better attention. What I'm saying is, WWE needs people like you. We all do. I miss you when you're gone.
Thanks, Truth. I don't plan on going anywhere.
Good. Otherwise, this conversation would have been a huge waste of my evening. And I've got things to do, and so do you. You gotta stop monopolizing my time and get focused for your match tonight.
Well, then we better stop talking.
Big night?
Yeah. You saw how this all got started.
You must have a lot in your mind. I just wanted to say, I've been where you are. I've stood in that ring and ended the career of one of my heroes. I've had mine ended by someone I respected, maybe even feared.
Everyone's talking to me like I don't understand the gravity of this match. I promise you I do, Sean. My future is on the line.
It's not just about your career. It's about who you are. After I returned from my injury, I thought I knew pain. But when Hunter turned on me, it cut deeper than my surgeon ever did. If you're not careful, the trail can drag you somewhere dark. Somewhere you don't come back from.
Moreno was like a sister. But I can't let this slide. I'll do what I have to do. No more, no less.
I hear you. Just remember that every choice you've made on this comeback run, every match, every moment, they all led here. When the final bell rings tonight, you and the rest of the world are gonna know who you really are.
This may be the Archetype's last night in WWE.
The following contest is an I Quit match. Making her way to the ring from New York, Redhead.
If Moreno retires the Archetype tonight, it will be the worst case of being undone by your own creation since Frankenstein.
And that's a big if, Wade. I think the student is about to find out why this teacher stands at the front of the class.
Tonight we'll find out if the Archetype has the killer instinct to make her former students say, I quit. Moreno betrayed her mentor. Now her whole career is on the line.
And her opponent from the Bronx, New York, Moreno!
This young woman had all the potential in the world, and look at her now. She's a Judas, and she doesn't belong in the WWE.
A Judas? She pulled the archetype out of the gutter when the woman was a punchline, dragged her all the way back to the main roster, and was rewarded with a swift kick to the arse.
For one of these women, this is their last night in WWE.
I've known the archetype for a long time, and she doesn't know how to quit. All it takes is one look at her comeback so far to see it.
Booker, you said it yourself. The archetype is only on a comeback because she turned her back on the WWE Universe for more than 2 years. When the going got tough, she said, I quit already. And she might do it again here tonight.
Off the rope. Oh, a springboard roundhouse. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Oh, face first with a waistlock takedown.
Oh, able to get that elbow into the gut, man.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
Goes for the springboard, code breaker.
And now headed to the outside.
Oh, looks like she's got plans in mind with that chair.
She's bringing the table into play here.
She is done playing around.
Kick right to the face.
She's taken her share of blows at this point.
But she knew what she was getting into with an I Quit match. This is just par for the course.
We're going to hang their opponent up on the rope and and up. The archetype and Moreno were once like sisters. Now, one of them will make the other say, I quit, and leave WWE forever. She's taking things to the floor here.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
She had that scouted. Clothesline! Off with their head. Deadlift. Look at this power. Power slam.
Well, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, no.
A defiant no.
Refusing to quit. This might be pride. It might be stupidity. Ooh.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
What does she have in mind for this table?
Double up kick.
Oh, look at this. Arm wrench. Bang. So accurate.
She's setting up the table for something big here. Not sure what the plan is here, placing the table on top of the table.
Yeah, guys, I've seen this before, and it never ends well. She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes. Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair.
She's able to steer clear of that attack.
Boom, what impact. It knew what was coming there. Uh-oh. Samoan drop.
Not giving up so easily here.
Staying in the fight here, but at what cost?
Just like that, she turned it around.
An up kick connects.
She's been slowed down yet again.
bodies are aching here, but the last thing you want to do is say, I quit. You're going to have to fight through the pain.
A bit of hot dogging from her here. Just firing off on each other.
What a counter! Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Super kick! Oof! DDT! Gets lifted into position. Right through the table.
Can we take a look under the heap of broken tables and make sure he's okay?
Beautiful athleticism.
She's placing that table with purpose.
When we say high risk, this is the risk we are talking about.
And that could be the moment that changes the whole complexion of this match. And slides back into the ring.
Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way.
Oh, double face buster. Going up to the top now.
Whoa! Knees up. Knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that count.
Bear hug.
That was definitely a no.
Fighting through the pain, forcing this match to continue.
Official asking if they want to continue. Fight or flight response has to be working overtime right now. What's the choice going to be?
Quick thinking right there.
An atomic drop and
2 boots to the mush. Now would be a great time to ask her if she quits.
and she's fine taking this to the outside. Looking to explore things ringside now. Legs caught. Knee right to the face. What more can any of these women do in this scenario?
You have to squeeze every last ounce out of whatever gas you have left in the tank.
This is a situation you want to off the steps.
That was a vicious landing. I don't think there's any coming back from that.
Lift it up. What's next?
Jackknife powerbomb.
Climbing up. She got something big planned here. Whoa!
If you weren't thinking about quitting before that, you probably are now. And she narrowly escapes that maneuver.
Hooked up. Double under.
Powerbomb. Rising to her feet, but basically a sitting duck.
As the arm hooked, and the neck trap. But did she do enough to make them say those two little words?
Crossface with the kendo stick.
Oh my God, super.
She said she wouldn't quit. She meant it. The archetype survives, and so does her WWE career.
But look at Moreno. It's a hell of a thing to make it all the way to your dream, then have it end like this.
What's happening here?
The archetype has a decision to make that will define the rest of her comeback.
I cannot believe it. After everything Moreno has done.
The archetype is a good person.
But is Moreno? What's going to happen here?
They end things on good terms. That's what's going to happen.
After everything Moreno cost her. The Archetype is giving her one last WWE moment.
Man, I got chills. That's what this business is all about.
Thanks for taking the time to meet with me, Adam.
Of course. I gotta say, that was quite the win at the Royal Rumble. And then giving Moreno that moment to say farewell was a stand-up move.
I wasn't sure what I'd do until I got there, but it felt right to part ways with Moreno on good terms.
You made the right call.
But that's not why I'm here.
I figured there was more. What do you got?
We are full speed ahead on the road to WrestleMania. And Becky's going after the Women's World title.
So you see an opening to get back to Jordynne Grace.
Exactly. There's only one title that matters to me, and it's strapped around Jordynne's waist. So I'm gonna make a statement that she and Heyman can't ignore. I'm donating my old championship to the WWE archives.
That might be enough to get Jordynne's attention.
Might? It definitely will. She won't be able to resist stepping up no matter what Heyman tells her. So what do you think? Can you make this official?
I can. Just watch yourself. You're kicking a hornet's nest, and those bastards sting.
This title, this championship, I held it once, briefly. But in that moment, I stood alongside greats. Becky Lynch, Asuka, Charlotte Flair. But I didn't come here to cling to the past. I came to let it go. I'm donating this championship to the WWE archives because this is where it belongs. The only title that matters now is around the waist of Jordynne Grace.
I think we've heard about enough.
You want some?
I'm here, aren't I? After what I did to you,
is what you're gonna do,
my name to get
you
your
just
broken
flew
ass
halfway
over
across
without
the
me
country
wrecking
to
it.
try and...
Ladies, please! Jordynne, this isn't worth it. This is a desperate publicity stunt by a relic among relics. This woman thinks that by donating a used retired belt, she can magically insert herself into the main event of WrestleMania? No, that is not how it works in the era of Jordynne Grace. Unlike the Archetype, I came here with actual news. Jordynne Grace's challenger at WrestleMania will earn the right inside the Elimination Chamber. So enjoy your ceremony, put your trophy on the shelf, tell yourself you meant something.
Well, you certainly made a spectacle at the archives, didn't you? A little out of character for someone who just graciously shared the spotlight with the woman who tried to end her WWE career.
I just needed to make a statement that I was sure Jordan Grace and Heyman would hear. And they did.
Maybe so. But Heyman was right. Winning the Elimination Chamber match is the last ticket to face Jordan Grace at WrestleMania.
So what do I need to do to get that ticket?
Simple. Earn it. Go find Road Dogg. He'll set you up with matches against top opponents. Go out there and make my decision easy for me.